Hello and welcome back to Pixelmon World. Since the last episode, I did some training and some dyeing and some enchanting and some building. So, yeah, to start, let's talk about the dyeing. Well, pretty much I was going to Purple's place to enchant, and I accidentally used my end scepter on, like, the side of the wall. And instead of teleporting, like, forward along another walkway, I teleported to the surface, where there was, like, 12 wither skeletons just hanging out waiting to kill me. So, I did manage to get most of my stuff back. I did lose some things. I lost my helmet, but I had to make a new one. And I really only needed the respiration, not the aqua affinity. So, I didn't actually have enough leather to make the aqua affinity again. If I check, well, I did get more leather, it seems. But yeah, I think I ran out of leather, and I need to get a bigger chest for this stuff. I still haven't sorted all of this, as you can probably tell, but, yeah, it looks nicer anyway. Not sure if I had this all set up last episode, but at least it's now back to how it was before, more or less. And, yeah. So besides the helmet, I also did lose my power anklet because I was training Pokemon at the time and I had a lot of these items on me. I think I might have also lost a lucky egg, but I have a lot of them. But I did steal another power anklet from Purple when I got there later to enchant because I needed it for training, and he still has like 3 or 4 of them. He had a lot of them. So he doesn't really mind that I took the first one, so hopefully he won't mind I took the second. And I do want to repay him back later, so if I like find some from bosses or chests, I do plan to give him some back. So yeah, I also did get a couple items, mainly these up here, which are new items. I think I did get a couple of these last episode, but yeah. And also, it's worth noting, I fought a boss off camera, and I got a Master Ball. I'll put the screenshot of its loot up here now, but yeah, I just found a boss grappler. I 2-shot it with my Venusaur's Pedal Dance, and yeah, I got the Master Ball and Smoke Ball and Never Melt Ice. That's what it was. So that's pretty cool. Also, as you can probably tell, I charged up this orb, and I'm working on a second. I want to kind of get like 2 orbs and then go catch 2 Zapdoses at once, just so hopefully I'll have a good stat one. I'm still not sure if I really want to use Zapdos, but of the 3 birds, it's the one I want to use the most. So yeah. And according to my little notes here, I also got an Aerial ATM, a Silver Powder, which I already showed you, a Magmarizer, and another Power Lens, which you probably saw in here. I have a lot of them now. So, yeah, I didn't really get too much off camera, but I did also get some enchantments. The first, I've been enchanting locks and keys, and the first one is this one, Sneaky Key, unlocking 4. I named it just because I could. That is pretty good at picking locks, I believe. I put on my keyring just so I had it with my keys. I could put it elsewhere, though. And if we look in here, I enchanted a couple locks. The first one has Persistent and Trigger. I believe Persistent makes it harder to lockpick, so I might put that on something important. And Trigger sends a redstone signal if they do open it without the right key. Although I don't really want to put a trap and like blow up my base, but still. And this one has some breaking. I'm not sure if that actually helps locks or not. It might make it harder to break it, or it might do nothing. I'm not sure. I have to double check the lock enchantments. But yeah, I really want to get the shocking ones so they'll take damage every time they try and break it, which will be great. So it could end up like pretty much as thorns for a lock. So they pretty much, unless they have a very good key, kind of like mine, there is a better enchantment though than unlocking, I think. But yeah. Okay, so there's 2 more things to recap before I get into the episode. The first one is the prank last episode. Pretty much I called it right. It was One Mad and his friend Thorson. I still know how to say his first part of his name. But yeah, I kind of asked him on Skype later, and Thorson kind of just gave it away real quick. All I said was I knew you guys were on the server last night, and yeah, that's all I had to do, and he kind of confessed that they were the ones who did it. But my counter prank also didn't work, because it seems the marker beacons, I think I did recollect it. I have no idea where I put it. Is it in this chest? Yeah. The marker beacons, there seems to be a bug in this version. I talked to Kahira about it, and she doesn't really know what's up with it. She hasn't worked with the mod in a while, so not sure if there will be a fix anytime soon, but pretty much I'm the only one who can see them, and when I log out, it resets. So it didn't work at all for the prank. But now that I know they were the ones who did it, I plan to prank them back with a prank that actually does work, and probably something a bit more annoying than just a beacon. But I haven't got around to it yet. I'm even not sure what I want to do. I actually asked Purple if he wanted to prank them with me, because they did also let me know they were planning to prank him. But yeah, so I have to get them back for that still. but I'm just not sure how or when I'm going to do that. And I guess the last bit of recap before I get into my Pixelmon stuff I did off camera was I did do some testing with permissions and found it so I could get everyone getting the IV-EV commands back without giving them like game mode. So I did that, but I'm the only one who can Wonder Trade at the moment. But I decided just so the mod's not going to waste, I'll Wonder Trade, but only when I record. So that's only once a week. So yeah, I'll be doing that later this episode, and hopefully that's fair and no one has complaints about that. But I don't want to like be the only one who can Wonder Trade and get a whole bunch of really cool stuff. At the same time, I just don't want it to kind of go to waste. So I think that's a valid reasoning there, only when I record. That way you guys get to see what I get as well. So yeah. And what did I catch? Well, I've been working on getting some of these guys, mainly Nidorans. I have no luck getting a good physical Nidoran, because I want to get a physical Nidoking. If we come over here, I have my shiny one, which is going to be my special one, but I just want a better physical one, and I cannot get one with good speed and good attack and a decent nature. It's just like impossible. Either they have, like, one has like max attack with an attack nature, but then like no speed. It's just like, can I get both? But you may already notice the first thing I got, which is here. I also got a, what is it, a Sphinx? The thing that evolves into Luxray. I finally found a good one of them with Intimidate that I want to train up. But yeah, this guy here, it's Growlithe. A shiny Growlithe with the Intimidate ability and a speed boosting nature. And if I type in this command here real quick, it has a bit low of speed, but it has nearly maxed attack. And since it has a speed nature and Arcanine's kind of fast to begin with, I was like, okay, I'm just going to use this as my Arcanine, because I was looking into one and kind of gave up. But now that I have a shiny one with pretty good stats, I'll just use that. Because there is one thing I've been working on. I kind of have nicknamed it Intimidate, because pretty much there's this Intimidate ability. This one has as well. And what Intimidate does is when you send out the Pokemon, it lowers your opponent's Pokemon's attack by half. Or one stage, actually. Which pretty much halves it. So, yeah, it's very powerful. And I realized I could get a full team of Pokemon with Intimidate, which will probably be very powerful if I use it correctly. So what Pokemon would be on the team? Well, my Staraptor here, the little Starly, this will get Intimidate when it evolves. And Sandile, which has been a pain to find, by the way, it has Intimidate. This one isn't that great. It has a good nature. I think it's kind of slow. But this also gets Intimidate, and that's also Ground Dark, I believe. This will be a Flying Normal. My Salamence, which I kind of need to show you. Actually, I'll just take these guys out because these are my newly trained Pokemon. Salamence here has Intimidate. And then over here, we have Luxray and Arcanine with Intimidate, and the final one with Intimidate is Gyarados. So overall, it actually would end up being a pretty balanced team. Like, I have good type coverage, and I'll have Intimidate. There might be some overlapping weaknesses. Like, I think Electric would be pretty effective because I have a Flying, and then a Gyarados. But overall, I feel like it's a pretty good team, and if I play it right, I could weaken my opponents a lot. So pretty much, if you're not running special attackers, I'd win. So yeah, it's a pretty cool team idea. It's not going to be like my final team, but it's something I was working on, and I want to get a good number of Intimidators because I probably will want to use some in my final team. Okay, so now to show you my team and the roadway. I started working on a server roadway, and that's actually when I found the Arcanine, or the Growlithe is when I was finishing it, and also the Graveler. And ironically, I saw both of them when I was working on the roadway on my birthday, October 6th. I've recorded this, or was doing stuff in advance. The last couple episodes were recorded before October 6th, which is why I didn't reference that. But yeah, even though they came out after October 6th, I believe. So, yeah, confusing probably, but pretty much this is the first episode recorded since my birthday, and on my birthday I did the server roadway stuff just because I had time, and ended up running into a shiny and a boss of a Master Ball. So, I'll just consider those birthday gifts from the server. But, yeah, if you come here, I have my nets, which are apparently clogging, but they're still catching. I don't think I have any good loot. No, just fish. Actually, I took like a whole chest of fish and put in my base somewhere, I think, or maybe it's still in a dolly. But yeah, I just had a lot of fish, and here's the roadway. It uses a concrete, so you should move a bit faster, but I think my boots already make me move fast and they don't stack well. Like, I think it's 70% total, or maybe it doesn't multiply. I'm not sure how it works exactly, because you can like multiply or add or do different things with speed, so it probably doesn't look that much faster because I already have 50%. Well, anyway, so yeah, here's the roadway. If I sprint and hit this, I kind of go to the side, which makes it awkward trying to sprint run at it a bit. And of course, Pixelmon can block it. I would like to light up the tunnel at some point, but not sure exactly how or when. But if you come up here, the roadway continues over here. My city's the only one linked to it at the moment, and my city is technically not even a full city because I still haven't finished it. I would like to do that off camera, I just haven't really got time or felt like it kind of thing. But pretty much this roadway goes all the way to spawn. It might not be the straightest path, but hopefully the speed boost makes up for its turns, because I didn't want to do like a diagonal path. That would just be awkward. Especially when I want to branch this off. Like, there might be a city over here and I want to branch this way. Purple City would probably continue that way, because I don't want it to actually go through my city. So, yeah, but there aren't currently many cities on the server. But if we come down here, there is something else I want to show you. Okay, so I came down this pathway, and if you go through here, it goes out to a new area, which is still under construction. But, yeah, if we come here, I put some signs. So right here is where we'll be. Yeah, the battle arena. That's what's going to be here. So, pretty much I decide this is the only place close enough to spawn that would be a great place for it. Kind of like, I guess you could say, the Elite Four, but more of just an arena where we can have events. So, I probably would, get rid of most of these trees. I'll probably move the flowers, because I like have all the flowers around, sort of thing. But pretty much I'm going to build a giant arena here, you know, healers and all that kind of stuff. I probably won't make it a respawn location for when you faint, but still. Yeah, I was thinking a giant arena here. That way, when we do the championship or other battles, we can have them here. A nice, easy to get to location. And then the road continues down here, right to spawn. So, yeah. And I don't think actually much else has changed besides that. Actually, I'm not sure if anyone else has been on since I did the roadway, which is kind of sad. Oops, I need to eat. But, yeah, I don't think anyone has been on the server recently because since I updated the mod pack, I don't think a lot of players have, like, got the update and been on. And I know, Thorson and One Man have been on, but not much. So, yeah, I'm not sure if anyone has even seen the roadway, which is kind of sad, but oh well, hopefully people will get more active soon, but if not, well, that's probably going to put a little bit of an issue with the tournament, because I'm training all these Pokemon to battle, and no one's around to battle. And speaking of training all these Pokemon, I gotta love that segue, yeah, I haven't showed you these new 3 I trained. I want to train more, of course, like all the ones in that box, like the Growlithe, the Sphinx thing, the Nidorans, the Volcarona, but I decided not to train the Volcarona and such because some of them aren't really useful at level 50. And by that, I mean they only learn the moves I want them to learn towards level 70. But I don't want to get Pokemon to level 70 for the championship yet because I'm actually not sure which Pokemon I'm taking. So, yeah, but Salaman's here. He has Intimidate, Fire Fang, Dragon Breath, Fly, and Zed Headbutt. He did have a Bite, which I replaced for Fly when he got level 50. And, yeah, he will learn Crunch at level 53, I think, and he learns Dragon Claw later on, too, so I'm not sure if I will teach him Crunch or how, because I do want to have Dragon Claw, I want to keep Fire Fang, and Zen Headbutt's nice, and Flying Stab, because he's a flying type, so he gets added boost from that. But yeah, he doesn't have a very good nature, but he had very good IVs, and these are just very hard to find. He was my last one to trade, I think, or one of them. Then I have Yanma, or Yanmega, which is a modest nature, the perfect nature. He's a bit low on the speed, but he has a speed boost ability, so every turn he'll get 1 stage raise in speed, which is 50%. And he has a not-so-great moveset at the moment. He's a special attacker, as you can see, but he has the physical move U-turn, because he doesn't get his special bug move until, like, in his 50s, I think, which is Bug Buzz. But for the moment, he has more or less a placeholder moveset. Hypnosis, I may or may not keep. I'm not sure how I want, because in the actual Pokemon games, my Yanma has Protect, and the tech's pretty much the same thing. Hypnosis, Air Slash, and Bug Buzz. So pretty much I Protect, he gets Speed Boost, then he can outspeed to go for Hypnosis or an attacking move. And since Air Slash has a chance to flinch, Sleep and Flinch together are very good, and he can use Flying and Bug moves with Stab. Ancient Power is just there because he had to learn it to evolve. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but he doesn't learn any of his new moves till he goes past level 50 anyway. And the final one I have on my team is Blaziken. He's a giant one with an attack boosting nature. He has the Blaze ability because, of course, getting speed boost on him is incredibly rare. 1 in 150 chance, I think. And his moveset is pretty much the same as the other Blaziken, I think. So, yeah, he just has a bit better stats than the other one because I was able to EV train him properly, and I think he also did have, better IVs to start. So, yeah, those are just my new Pokemon for now. I probably will catch a whole bunch of Magikarps off camera to get a good Gyarados. I could actually make a shiny one if I wanted, but I am focused more around stats than shiny. But I don't know. I think one of my Magikarps here did have good stats, so I'll have to check them off camera. I don't want to do it now. Also, I really do want to start working on training my gym team because I would like to finish the city and open up the gym and hopefully have some challengers soon because we're getting kind of up there in the episode numbers. I'm not sure how long this series will go. I'm kind of figuring it will go between episodes 15 and 20 or so. You know, around then is getting towards the end of the year when I'll have other series I want to start, and I'm just not sure how much more I really have to do in this series, especially if everyone else isn't active, and I don't want to get a whole bunch of new players either, because then they'll have to catch up to me, and I'm already the furthest in the server now, because I have, well, you know, all these highly trained Pokemon, so, yeah. But I would like to do the Wonder Trade now, and then decide what I'm going to do with the rest of the episode, so, yeah, as I mentioned before, I'm just going to have all my catches here in these boxes. I think around here is the ones I caught off camera. I'm not sure. I think I did catch a wild Nidoking just because I could, but he didn't have... The main reason with these Nidorans is I want to have Poison Point, but most of the ones with good stat also get Rivalry. Like, every time I get one with good stats, it's Rivalry, but I don't want Rivalry because then I'm at a disadvantage if I'm fighting... a female Pokemon, but an advantage if I'm fighting a male. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword thing, but I have not found one I like yet. But, yeah, I have almost all the stars. I just need that Trico, and I think I do want them all to be final evolutions to count for the achievement. And, yeah, here's all my spares I've caught just, like, trying to get good stat ones that I have to Wonder Trade off. So, I don't know, I might as well just start with this one, so let's Wonder Trade it. Okay, so now let's see what I get. And it's, Gyarados. I really do love Gyarados, it's just not a strong Pokemon. A lot of bug types have this where they're not strong, which is why I kind of have more or less a bug team if you haven't noticed. I do have a lot of bug Pokemon here and there. But, yeah, I don't know, it's not really bad, it just, speed boost in nature, but it just doesn't have a lot of power that a lot of other Pokemon have. Like, its base stats are around, I think, maybe 450 or something, while a lot of good Pokemon have base stats closer to, like, 530, so it's just kind of weak and doesn't have a lot of good moves, and I don't know, I still love Gyarados and really would like to use one, but I just don't see it happening. And speaking of the whole bug team thing, let's see. Bug. So yeah, I have a few bugs there. There's some other ones I think I was even looking into. I always do love Beedrill as well, but here's another one that's just kind of weak. So, yeah. Okay, so I managed to get into a battle with a Cadaver over there, and, yeah, I'm really not sure what else I want to do this episode. I do want to get Ender Pearls, though, because I would like to, I'm not sure when, but I would like to, get a whole bunch of Ender Pearls so I could try and find the Stronghold, because the Stronghold doesn't have a lot of danger that I know of, and, yeah, it would have a lot of loot, though. Like, it doesn't have really spawners besides the Silverfish, so without, hostile mobs, it should be fairly easy to deal with, besides that one room with the Silverfish. Also, about the camera having all those issues occasionally, like last episode since I updated, I did realize that on my laptop, I haven't had a single issue with the camera. Like, when I was trading on there, it never had that problem once, so I think it might be a graphics setting. I did try it with, if I go here, view bobbing off, and it seemed to help, but then the other day, when I had it back on the non-rotating, it started to freak out again. So I'm really not sure what's up with that, but one thing I would like to do, actually, I have another portal there, but no, the bridge isn't finished, darn. I don't know, I kind of want to just explore around and see if we can find a legendary. Either that or focus on machines and automation stuff. But I think for right now, I'm just going to head way down here and see if I can find the Sunflower Plains and maybe a Deep Ocean and see if we can find Kyogre or Rayquaza. Probably Kyogre if it turns out to be night. But I don't know, just explore around. Maybe we can find some more Master Balls on camera for once. So, yeah. Okay, I'm not sure if I ever came here on camera. But, yeah, this little place way down here, this is Purple's old house. And, yeah, pretty much, he used to live here, and I trolled him a bunch with TNT, thus the giant holes and, the hole here. But he already moved everything he had, besides, I think, maybe some things in these chests. So, yeah, I also changed the sign to say blow it up, please, because he said, please don't blow it up. But, yeah, There's that little thing I'm not sure if I ever showed you guys before. He mainly did that, like, when he started. I think that was around, or before episode 3. And then by the time I recorded episode 3, he already moved to his current location. So, yeah, but I know down here in this direction, I was exploring before and did find a deep ocean. So if I could head... Oh, this must have been a TNT trap. I know that has got a few people. They're annoyed I even made those traps, but... Okay, apparently I just teleported into an area with a lot of fish trainers and fish Pokemon. So, yeah, I want to check over here. This was about... Yeah, I looted this one already. But yeah, I am going through a deep ocean, but the reason I'm not... Ooh, Eradicate boss. But yeah, this is more just a casual episode, I guess. I don't really have a plan. So, oh, I thought I had my other one. Whoops. So, hopefully I can take out this Eradicate without it taking out me. Boldo should take it. Yeah, that should do it. So yeah, any good loot? Ice Beam! Oh, that's actually really good. I also did find this light screen TM in a chest, but that really wasn't worth showing you, which just was me opening the chest being a bit disappointed. Especially when... You're kidding me! This is a Sunflower Plains. Oh my god, this is the smallest Sunflower Plains. I know I have said that before, but this is literally the smallest one I have ever seen. Like, Purple found a bunch before that were just like 2 chunks wide, but this is like a 1 chunk Sunflower Plains. Oh my god, and the funny thing is, it's almost dusk, and Rayquaza could spawn right here. So I'm gonna wait around till it's night, and yeah, we'll see. Okay, so my little day counter there at the bottom right, you can see it says the day, the time, and if it's night or day. It doesn't really count dusk and dawn, so I'm not really sure what the spawn window for Rayquaza is, but the sun's already setting, so by the time it's fully down, I'm assuming that we didn't get a Rayquaza spawn. And if I do get one, Thorson's going to be mad because he wanted the first Rayquaza. Is that a Dragonite? Wow. I didn't even know those did spawn. But now that it is night, or once the sun fully sets, we have a chance of getting Kyogre spawns again. And I really would love to get one on camera this time, because it happened to me a lot off camera, just exploring around. Yeah, exploring around. Man, if he came closer, I would love to kill him. That probably sounds mean. If he's under level 50, I'll catch him, because I know Thorson wants one. But, oh, I forgot to mention, the new gym rules. I did change them so all gyms are now level 50, just because that's the battling standard. And while you might want to go get some Pixelmon for a gym, I don't think you should be required to get a whole new team at a certain level. Yeah, he's level 55, or 50-something. 55, I think. That's when you actually can get a Dragonite legally. But you can always get one off Wonder Trade at a lower level, so that was kind of the loophole I told him. But we can't Wonder Trade now, so, yeah. Okay, well, it is officially night now. I see no sun left in the sky. So if we come over here to the deep ocean and we teleport down here, you can see it says deep ocean at the top left now. The problem is, swimming is slow. Even with my respiration, I can see better now. But that does not mean that it's any easier to traverse the ocean. Oh god. So, yeah, the problem is I move so slow in the water, even with Aqua Affinity. Aqua Affinity only helps for breaking blocks. We don't have Depth Strider in this version, because it's still 1.7. So, it's also hard to tell which way is which when there's not a lot of visual markers. So, I think, oh, there's a Lantern. Cool. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to teleport around this ocean biome. It's ocean, deep ocean, and, ooh, this one might not be looted. At least I didn't... Sometimes I do loot them, and then put it back just how it was. So, I'll take the rare candies and leave it for someone else to find, because, I don't know, I don't like taking all the chests or all the loot in the server, because, you know, then if, one Mad Thorson or a new player comes along, they can't find anything. Purple and Neros were the ones who did most of the looting, just to mention, which I am not too happy about, because they did it before a lot of, Thorson and one Mad even joined, but... yeah, and also Father Toast plays. I almost forget about him because he's never on. Okay, so pretty much nothing interesting happened. No legend spawn. I didn't find any loot. I was exploring around trying to find the other Sunflower Plains. I did find one, but I'm not sure if it's the right one back over there. And I did find a Will-O-Wisp TM in one of these, and now I found another one, so, oh, a Miracle Seed. That's not bad. It ups the power of grass moves. Actually, a Venusaur would be good with that because he only has grass moves. I would like to give him Sludge Bomb still, though, or something like that if I ever find the TM, but yeah. I don't know. I probably actually won't get a new Venusaur. That's like one of the few Pokemon I probably don't want to replace on my team sort of thing. That and Metagross, because Metagross is hard to get. But yeah, Venusaur is kind of hard to find, I guess. But I don't know, but this is a Sunflower Plains. It wasn't the one I originally found, I believe. Because I set up another portal and I'm not seeing the area where I set that up. And world saves and lags are annoying. But, oh well. So, yeah, pretty much I just was exploring around. I did catch a couple Staryus just because they're hard to catch. Like, catching anything underwater is hard, and I never saw a Staryu spawn on land, so, there's that. Well, I'm actually pretty sure this isn't the Sunflower Plains biome I was in before, so I want to keep heading up here, even though this one would work, but I think I can get to the other one before dusk. So, I don't know, maybe we'll have one more chance for Quasar and Kyogre, and then I'll end the episode if I don't get them next night, sort of thing. Because I want to keep doing this forever. I don't know, maybe I'll do this more next episode even. I'm not sure what I really have to do, sort of thing, but yeah. Okay, I'm back, and it's night because pretty much my game was lagging a bunch, so I restarted Minecraft. By the time I got back on, it was night, so the lag seems to be gone now. But yeah, I found this in a ship, and I found this in a Pokeball chest, and pretty much now I'm just seeing if Kyogre wants to spawn for me, because I'm in a deep ocean. And I didn't make it to the Sunflower Plains, but even if I did, it wasn't dusk anymore by the time I got back on, so that's a bit sad, but I don't know, I'm just teleporting around here, hoping I'll trigger Kyogre to spawn. It's a pretty rare chance, but it's still possible, so I'll keep trying. So I'll cut if I see him spawn, and we'll try and catch him. If not, why am I not teleporting? Whew. If not, yeah, I'll just, oh, for a second I thought that might have been Kyogre spawn, not the Wonder Trade announcement. Darn. So yeah, I'll just teleport around and I'll cut back if I find him. Well, the sun's starting to rise. There has been, no Kyogre message. I did try and catch, some Staryus with no luck because, like I said, underwater catching is a pain. Even if we found Kyogre, I think there might still be a good chance that I couldn't catch him just because of lag or delay and stuff like that. He's pretty big, though, so hopefully his hitbox is equally as big. But, yeah. Not seeing any Kyogre. So I think I'm just going to end the episode here. I know not too much has happened. I say that probably every episode. Like, I could catch every legendary in the game and find a ton of shinies and still be like, well, I know too much hasn't happened this episode. But, yeah. Anyway, it's day now. I really didn't have much planned for this episode, but I'll work on training more of those Pokemon on camera. And maybe in the next episode I can set some cool automation stuff, or maybe find Kyogre actually. I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. And am I back at a Sunflower Plains? Nope, just the Plains. Oh well. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and until next time, goodbye.